renowned video, but it's a good one we can learn some points from. Evan Abel has fled Colorado after killing a pizza delivery man just to get his uniform and then killing the corrections chief. Now this is a white supremacist who's a hardcore killer. He gets in North Texas and Deputy James Boyd pulls him over. Now watch this traffic stop go down. Shot 3 times. The deputy lays there just immobile, frozen, down, really invisible to the people driving by because he's down a little bit in the ditch there. But sure enough, watch a few minutes later as civilians stop to help.
Hold on, guy. What happened?
I got shot in the face.
Have you called for help? Mom, go back to the car. Go back to the car. Officer Boyd down, officer down, shot in the head. Need officer. We're on I-35. I'm
Radio.
here.
Radio. 1033, 1033, 1033. Give me help.
Shot in the head. What does he need to do? You need to set him up?
Put pressure on it.
Go get a towel. You can take this. Jacket. No, Mom, take this one. Put some pressure on it. Put this right there on it. Oh, you want to lie him down? You want his head above his heart.
37.
Now miraculously, our deputy's been hit twice in the chest where the body armor's caught it, and then once grazing across his skull. That's what knocked him out so completely. As you can see, he's coming to, he's a bit groggy, but he's still quite coherent. He's able to put out information right away. And very quickly, backup arrives.
Did you happen to see anything that happened?
No, I just came by and
Keep his head above his heart. What happened?
walked up to the vehicle. We're driving left-hand lane. As soon as I walked up, I got shot 3 times.
Okay. Got a vehicle description?
Black in color, 91. He said Cadillac 4-door. Messed up, passenger side and rear.
Okay, now the description for the suspect is out there. But also notice this, and this is an important thing for all of us. In this day and age, these civilians will jump in and help us. They do care. They understand your mission is to help them, and they want to help you. And I think it's really great as these civilians get up there and work on this young deputy. They're concerned about his wounds. They get his head above his heart, as the guy's very concerned because of the head wound. But also, you notice they're getting the description out. The deputy's able to give a very coherent response. And now, because of his output, his ability to put out that information, here's the final result of what happened that day.
There's Decatur. They're still shooting. 723, did you copy that last traffic? Fleet, major accident. Please.
All 1578 vehicle stopped.
Brutal shootout, right? That suspect chose to die in a hail of bullets. And again, this is a hardened career criminal, a white supremacist who was out there, who knows where he was going and what he was going to do in Texas. But this young deputy now, who's back on the job, by the way, miraculously survived. And let's talk about what he really did to stack the odds in his favor. Number one, you saw the incredible spontaneity of the assault. This is a suspect who is unambiguously wanting to kill law enforcement officers. And as our deputy makes that passenger side approach, and I'm a big fan of passenger side approaches on active roadways, he immediately turns and opens fire. But that deputy has cover with him, that cover that we should wear all the time when we're out there on the job, and that is our body armor. Body armor is portable cover. It saves this deputy's life. He is grazed across the head and knocked cold as can be. But notice when he comes to, he's able to quickly give a description out. He's focused on his job. He knows he's hit in the face. He knows he's bleeding. But that doesn't preoccupy him. Getting the job done, that's what preoccupies him. Now, one of the things, too, is backup arrives. They're very concerned, and paramedics are there within a few minutes. But the thing is, regardless of this, if you're there and you find a buddy wounded, you initiate buddy aid, so first aid to your friend. And if you don't have anyone there, when you come to and you've been wounded, you initiate self-aid. I'm a big believer in that. We don't sit around and wait for the firefighters to come save us. We save ourselves and our brothers and our sisters. Now, again, one of the things this video shows us, as well as the other video of the final shootout, is that we're going to deal with people out there in the real world who are absolutely ruthless. They do not care about life or property, and you've got to be prepared for them. This is why we get our mind right. So what I want you to do is sit down with this video and talk with your team about how you handle suspects, how you make approaches, when you do a passenger side approach, when you do a driver's side approach, other weather conditions that may make your decision simple, when you bring a person back to you. There is no rule that says you have to stay or go up to them. They can come back to you if there's something really hinky, something doesn't feel right. You can always take a cover position and bring them back to you. And that's the kind of thing you can say they've got extremely tinted windows, the vehicle itself presents no safe way on that roadway, then go ahead and bring them back to you. Now, finally, I want you to think about this. What would you do if you get shot? And that's the thing that's very important. Get your mind right. Sit down, get calm, do your tactical breathing, and visualize what do you do if you get shot. And remember this. First, we win the fight. Then we start self-aid, get help. Then I want you to visualize yourself healing, well, and strong. I never want you to give up. Never want you to give up. Over and over again, we've talked about this throughout the years on this program, and I think it's very important that you get your mind right for any kind of terrible event, so you're ready, so you'll never give up, so you'll never surrender, so you'll fight and fight. This young deputy shows us that even though he's been knocked cold, when he comes to, he's back in the game, putting that information out. Congratulations to Deputy James Boyd, and I'm glad he's back on the job now. All right, now here's your homework. Go to Police One Daily for your news and information.